Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video we're doing some solo battle royale. We're working on the Morgan Myst quests. We did run into somebody that had the dual wielding or the double unstable pistols that cause a shockwave effect for every shot. It is a glitch, but let's get into the video. As you can see, we're pretty much on stage 4 of 6. But there's quite a lot of quests in between those sections here, so there's also some Superman quests. We weren't really focusing on those though. But here we go. As per usual, we have a scenic view for dropping in, just to give a nice calm, pleasant viewing before we get into the rampage. So it seems like our first marker is somewhere in this location. So we did get pumped, but we still have 5 health. So we grabbed our first clue here. So Vengeance Jones has one across in his room as well. And then the third and final one's going to be inside of a room around this corner behind the bookshelf. So now we're on another part of stage 4. We have to pen it to the clipboard here. So now we're on stage 5. There's multiple locations that we have to visit for this quest. So we're still working on the 50 meters or further, and that was not 50 meters. So here is the unstable pistols. If you buy more than one, because you can purchase them once you have them unlocked, this is the effect that it causes on vehicles, and if you're walking around, you're just bouncing back and forth, you can't control anywhere that you go. So it's quite annoying when it's happening to you. It's the most convenient way of traveling though, so if you have them yourself, you can use them as shockwaves, and just each shot is a shockwave. So there's a fountain down here that we had to visit for this quest. As you can see, there's a marker here. I'm gonna heal up real quick. We had to bring a sprite over to this fountain. And then it's actually this portal subject here. And I thought we had to go through it, but we have to actually talk to this Shadow Midas. So it seems like Morgan Myst is working with Midas. So now we have to confront Hope. Tried checking out that portal one more time before we left. One of our Superman quests was to reload the kill switch revolvers while in the slow mode phase. so we got that completed. So we're in the top 5 at this point of the video. There's a person with a medallion moving towards us right now. So this person bailed out of the vehicle and then turned on the Storm Beast. And I guess there's another opponent in the same direction. So we ended up pulling back. So we did get to eliminate this person. Looks like we need 3 more of the 50 meters or further with the marksman, or the DMR. This guy also had the mythic DMR. We still have our crown from the previous video. So I did still want to have the base boost. And now our loadout looks pretty accurate on what we wanted. So this guy is actually on the floating island up here. So we are full up on mats, but we don't want to go up to the island because he's got to come down here anyway. Seems like he's going to stay up there as long as he can. Decided to go check, and by the time I went up, he was already coming down. So he decided to pop back through the rift as I did. As you can see, he's gliding right here. So there was a quest where you have to unbird right by somebody and cause damage within 5 seconds or something like that. So that's what we were attempting here. Probably shouldn't have been trying to do quests in the top 2 situation, but we were. So here, we were trying to figure out where this guy was. And unluckily for us, this guy actually had the Storm Beast pom-poms in the top 2 situation, and we didn't. As you can see, he's just now changing. I was still trying to cause damage with the birds anyway. So here we sped this up just a little bit. As you can tell, we're just gonna waste some time here, try and get him to be depleted from the Storm Beast so that we're not fighting one-on-one with a Storm Beast. He was stuck in Storm there for a second, and I wasn't really planning on that, but I figured it probably would help as well, because he still has the regular health as well, so the Storm would eliminate him if he was in Storm longer. We're about to get back into our normal speed of the video though. This was about 2.5 minutes long of running around. We cut down into about 45 seconds. So he went back into Storm there, as you can see, and then we hit him. He did stop himself, but we got out of the car at this point because the zone was just too small for me to be in the car anymore. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but now would have been perfect time to use the base boost because we can just keep popping them back into the storm. But we weren't even thinking about it. And we did get eliminated from Storm here. If we could have just popped back in, as you see, he only had 2 health. So we were pretty close to winning that. But let's get back into the Morgan Myst Investigates quests. So we had to talk to Hope here. So we did just confront Hope, find out what the down low was. Seems like she was just trying to secure the shards. We do still need 3 more of the 50 yards or further with the DMR. And we're going to hop on over to the Hope quests now. So we did need to hire a character and have that character cause damage or eliminate opponents. I'm not quite sure. But for some reason I hired the character and it just stayed at that little podium. I signaled it to start moving, to follow, and to go directly to a certain location. And it did not move whatsoever. This guy was just being a little box boy here, so we decided to pop down and use the Storm Beast. I did mark for the character to come over to this location. As you can see, it's still just sitting there on the little stage back there where it was. So we got this guy for about 140 and then could not catch up to him. He was actually really good at maneuvering here. So there is a quest to cause 500 damage within like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, but each opponent only can take up to 200. So we could not get that far on this quest. We did the 100 and the 200. It was at this point that I could not find this guy. In a couple of seconds here, we'll find him hopping into a car. As you can see here. But once again, he evaded us and we could not catch him. So we did complete the quest of damaging an opponent with a hired character, but as you can see, the hired character is not with me. It was just because they were hired at the time and that was causing damage that we completed the quest. The character is still alive, but it's way out there in the middle of nowhere. Stage 2 for Hope, though, is setting up scanners. There's 5 different locations on the map, as you can see here. This is going to be location number 1. So I didn't realize that it was recharging from a cooldown. This is a bot though, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just I was trying to get the damage complete. And we did just use up all of our Sprite. So we just realized that our marker was behind us. So scanner 2 is down, still got 3 more to go. So back to our quests. Just scan location, make sure there wasn't anybody like sitting on top of this here. We got 3 scanners out of the 5. We still have 2 more remaining. So we had a little bit of battle here. I think this went on for about 2 minutes or so. This guy did drop, so we went ahead and scanned. You can see his footprints on the bottom. So we dropped him in a box here, and then he ended up dropping down. It looked like he was going over to his car, so I did want to take out the vehicle so he couldn't just take off on it. It looks like he's pushing back up already, unless this is a third party. I'm not quite sure. I noticed that they're pushing out the side now, so my floors weren't going to matter. And we did get eliminated there. So we got 4 markers. We're working on our 5th and final marker now, or our scanner. And here we go. We got all 5 of them complete. Stage 2 is done. We're working on 3 now, which is just to check in with Morgan Myst. For those of you that have stuck around and are actually still watching, I really do appreciate it. This video is a bit longer, so I thank you, and let's continue. We're on stage 4. So as you can see, we got 5 mementos. This is going to be the first one. They're scattered pretty much all over the map here. We heard a vehicle coming up as we're going for this one. So now we've got our second mementos out of 5. Decided to go ahead and push this guy that was in this building behind us. He did throw down a crypto tree, but we did survive. Memento number 3. So as we were coming in on memento number 4, we realized there was somebody above us that just built some wood. Decided to leave that guy alone and move on to the 5th and final memento here. This is going to be the end of the video though. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and click subscribe. Click notification bell so you see us post next video. We post specific time every single day, sometimes twice, usually twice now, but we will be cutting it back once we catch up with our video gameplay. Thanks again, stay safe, stay positive, have an amazing day. If you're here from our shorts, we are still posting shorts, so thank you, and I appreciate it.